live chat summary on participant mode, everyone. For the channel, blocked words, community defaults, message display. What does all this mean? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it's S. Marie. Welcome to the live. Hey Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Your first one in. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you? I know Miss Renee is also on. So I totally get it, you guys. But I wanted to go ahead and get this in because I need to make a couple moves. So I was like, here, let me go ahead and go live while I have the opportunity. Oh no, and I picked the wrong phone. Don't it? Let me see. Hey, Miss B. Hey, Miss Pam. Hey, Tasha. Let's see what she has. Hey, All Occasions Gifts. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you coming in. I'm trying to see what you guys can see. Do I have top chat? Nope, live chat. Okay. Cool beans. All right, we're going to run through this. Yeah, we're going to run through this. So I have some hauls. I'm literally just dropping stuff on the floor at this time. Just tell me what to do. I'm here to help. Never in a million. I am needing help with some of these slipper concepts. I don't know if you can see by all this other randomness I have up here on this table. But we got slippers and shoes and all of the things. So I'm good at picking stuff up and putting it in my car. See there? See there? Maybe I should have rephrased that. Tasha told me thank you. Y'all funny. But yeah, we'll get into that. But I wanted to show you a couple of things that I did pick up from a couple of the stores. I don't know if you guys have saw some of my other shorts and things like that. So I wanted to go ahead and put it together now. That'll give people a little bit of time to get in, and maybe we can get a little bit more crowd. How are you? Welcome to the live. All right, so I guess I'll show you the things closest to me. And these are things that I got from the tree store. Is this out of the way? No, it's not out of the way. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, hold on. Let's get y'all a little bit. Oh, this isn't good. I want y'all to have a little more light than this. Hold on. I mean, I see it, but I don't. Oh, heck, I'm popping out the thing on. Hold on, y'all. Let's get y'all a little bit of light. Not much, just a little bit. Dryer plugged up. All kind of stuff. I got shrink wrap a couple of bags so that I can get them in the mail. So I had already got my dryer out so that I can shrink wrap it. But let's get y'all some light and then we'll start. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Hope y'all are having a great Saturday morning. What y'all up to out there? Put in the chat what y'all got going on today. I'd love to see it. I've got some stuff planned for a little later. So I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way so that we can move on with our day. Oh, we got a light. Let's go. Did it get brighter? I don't think it got any brighter. Oh well, we'll go with what we got. And excuse my head being in y'all's way. Let's see who we got. Hey, welcome to the live. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Aretha. Hey, Miss Brooklyn Baskets and more. How are you? Hey, Lisa Bell. Hey, y'all. All right, so let's go through some of the things I got. I got a haul from a couple of different places. And I just, like I said, I'm going to condense it down into one. I put a couple of shorts out. I have a long Dollar Tree video. It's not long, but it's long enough to make CapCut act up with it. So it's not uploading. I was trying to get it uploaded yesterday and it never uploaded. So here we are. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that you may see in a future video. So beware. It's the same stuff. Some of the Hey, Lisa Bell. She says, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, honey. All right. Some of you may or may not have seen these Love Ellie containers, cosmetic cases. It's a 2-pack, and it says, wouldn't you like to know? That's what one of them. There's a black one in there, and it says, wouldn't you like to know? But there's also a clear one that has this animal print across the top of it. It's got the black and white detailing, which is similar to the black and white bow that's on the Onyx products, which I thought was interesting. But here is the tag. So I was able to find 3 more of those. I got some before, but I found some here recently, and I picked them up, and they are still $1.25. So I wanted to show you those ones in the event you haven't seen them. So they haven't really been stocking fully. So I'm thinking now things are kind of coming out that we may have had for some time. Miss Sonia says she's putting a few concepts together for a women's conference at the end of the month. Okay. Miss Sonia over there getting ready. I just realized that these things are the Bailey. It says it's a 2-piece stadium bag. A new trendy way to take your cosmetics to the game. So, but I was showing you guys that one. So, and I don't have anywhere to put any of this stuff. Hold on. Let's continue on with Love Ellie. And I'm trying to make sure I stay in the camera. Okay. These little bags, mesh beauty bags, Love Ellie. They are also 2-piece bags. They have a gold trim along the top, but they also have a gold danglies. So one of them has just the zipper pull that says Ellie, and then the other one has the zipper pull that says Ellie, but it also has a keychain for you to put a key on there, and it also has a clasp for you to hook it to maybe the inside of your purse or to something else. But these are also at the tree store, and there was one of them that was out of the package. So this is just a little advertisement card that they had inside of one of them. Love Ellie is part of the Onyx brand. Learn more about us at onyxbrands.com. So there we have it. I guess that would be the reason why they have a black and white tag on some of their stuff, just like some of that Onyx stuff. Those 2- and 5-piece gift sets, they also had that black and white tag on there. But this little thing here says that Love Ellie is an Onyx product. So we're getting a lot of Onyx at our tree stores. So here's the blue one. It's just a net mesh bag with a blue tint to it. And it's got this gold detailing. And then we have one that is orange with the gold detailing. And was it this one? If you see these, be careful. Look them over, because I got one of them in one of my containers over here. And like the side seam right there, it's like fraying. So be careful when you pick them up if you are mindful of those kind of things. So we got those. So those are the Love Ellies. So now we know Love Ellie and Onyx are, or Love Ellie is an Onyx company. So those are the orange and the blue ones. And then the other color was the purple and the green, lime green. So here's that. Let's see if I can get this clear out. 2-piece. And there's the green on the back. So I got a couple of those. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Those are nice. Hey, Miss Brenda, how are you? Dollar Tree, here I come, thanks. That's my new hunt. Oh man, it's like, oh, Miss Kimberly. All right, so those are those. So we'll put those to the side. And then my other newest favorite find are these Karanique products. I don't know if you saw my short. It's almost a video. But this Karanique stuff is showing up at my dollar at my tree stores. Miss Brenda's good, great. Me and the Onyx Company about to fight, or me and DT1. I just want 3 5-piece sets. They be tripping. They are tripping. They are. They are. Somebody's beating you to them because I'm pretty sure when they see them, they're clearing the shelf. Um, or either the employees are keeping them in the back because they're going to call somebody and tell them to come pick them up. You know, all the things. So, yeah. These Karanique products, I started looking them up. When I first saw them, I was like, these look pretty high end. It says the woman's hair growth experts. That's what it says right under the brand name up there, right up and through there. Hair growth expert. So this one is a scalp replenishing shampoo, keratin amino complex, damage control for dry hair, and then there's also the conditioners, decreases breakage, seals split ends, controls frizz, deep hydration for dry hair. So I went ahead and got these bottles, and as you can see, there's some pretty decent sized bottles. I mean, they are a good sized products. These ones I'm seeing online now in like this light, like a lavender color. I don't know if that's because it has a different, like it's a different line or something like that. Like this one's for dry hair, maybe that was for oily hair or whatever. I don't know what the difference in the packaging is, but I did see most of the Karanique ads that I'm getting now have a different color packaging. So I'm thinking these may be at the tree store because sent out. So them in different sizes, different formulas for different issues with hair and all of the things. So I got a couple of sets of these. I'm gonna pass them on to my grandmother. She's always looking for some hair growth, something or another. So we're gonna see how these work. So I thought those were cool. But the ones that I'm seeing online, all the ads, because of course, since I started searching in my phone for it, now I just keep getting pop-ups for this product. Um, and they're running like $25 a bottle. So I don't know, but I don't see an expiration date. I've looked this over multiple times. So I'm thinking we're good to go on it, but I wanted to show you guys these because these are some pretty high-end products. I don't know if they're going to go viral on any of the socials or not, but I wanted the basket making community to at least know that these are some products. Now, if you want to put this in with the higher-end hair care line or hair care products, anything from the wraps to the bracelet where you, not the bracelet, the headband thing, those heatless curlers, any of your combs, if you have any pretty combs, those kinds of things. So if you want to put together a little hair situation type kit, these may be some good products to go with. They're not really inexpensive, but we can get them at a good price, but you can charge a pretty good penny. I got some Tahari hair stuff one year, and I made some gift sets with them. And those things sold like hotcakes. I had the little misting spray bottle and all kind of stuff in there. They sold really, really well. So just putting it out there. Let's go and see what we got in the chat. I know right now, Million. Never says it's Miss Joy, I bet. She got all my 5-piece sets. Ooh, not the head basket maker. No, never in a million. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Let's see if I missed anybody. Hey, if I missed you, my apologies. But hey, okay. So yeah, we got these, we got the little baggies, we got the other baggies. And I'm pretty sure that's all from the tree store. There may be something else I find along the way, but I want to go ahead and show you those. So let me move these out of the way, and I'll get into a quick thrifting haul. Not a lot of items. Hey, Miss Renee, how are you? Welcome to the live. My apologies, Hud. I saw that you were on, but I had to go ahead and get this live out because I got to get out of here. I got to make it to the post office. So I had to go ahead and get it on. But I did tell everybody you were live and tried to get them to go over to your house too. So I went thrifting, a little bit of a thrifting haul. One of my local thrift stores had 50% off of crafts and stationery and something. I don't remember. But I found a couple of items while I was there. And these are our tag gun inserts. It's a whole bag of them. And they were listed for $2. So I paid $1 for this bag. They all seem to be about the same size and length and stuff. But I also got some of these from the bin store. They had a couple of boxes, and I ended up picking up those boxes for $1, and those ones were black. So now I have white ones, so I should be good to go for quite some time. Now I just need to make sure I can figure out how to properly work my little tag gun, because it be giving me fits sometimes. I think I'm expecting it to do too much or something. I don't know. But ribbon. Let's see if we can get you. Oh, yeah. That's a pretty good picture. Some striped ribbon. It says Easter. And it is 50 yards. 30 yards. Well, that's new. I think I've ever seen them in 30-yard increments. Maybe that was a 5. I don't know. But it's some amount of striped ribbon. So we got those. I also picked up another ribbon. This is 50 yards of ribbon. And it's silver. But it has, in red velvet, it has little presents on it. Little bows. A different size present. We got some holly on there. Hey, Nicole. Welcome to the live. So I picked this up, and it was, this is wired. It's 2.5 inches. And I love the fact that they call themselves teaching you how to make a bow on here. If it was that easy, we would all be doing it. Which we all can, but it just, I mean, it's just 3 little steps. Like, that's just it. I don't know. It's crazy. But I got this. I thought it was cute. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks a little sheer, but that's not an issue. I think I'm going to end up picking up me some more red so that I can pair with this probably. So I picked up, it was $3, so I got it for $1.50. So I ended up with 2 pairs of ribbon. I bought these little bags from that store also. It says that there are 50 pieces in here. Now, I don't know if there are actually 50 pieces or not, but like I said before, if I got more than like 10 of them in here, I think that was a pretty good deal for 50 cents. And I've said on previous videos, for Easter, for me to make sure that I am prepared for Easter, I think I am, or I know I have decided I am going to make my gifts without eggs, without candies, without snacks, all of those things, so that I can go ahead and get them prepared and boxed and put away and that kind of thing, and not have to worry about expiration of anything. And then closer to Easter, I'll be able to utilize some treat bags like this. You know, last year I did the wine window bags. So I'm going to use, those were a pretty big hit. Well, not a big hit, but those sold pretty good for me. So I think I will continue doing that. Then that way I can either fill up their little treat bag, fill up their wine window bag, you know, whatever, with some treats. And then that way, if you buy a bundle, a gift, or whatever, here's the kids' candy. And, you know, that way I can make sure I get them with good expiration dates on there. And have them separate from where I'm going to be storing all the gifts. So that's the plan moving forward with regards to the treats and the snacks and stuff for Easter. Um, like I say, I did it last year or this year, this Easter. My apologies, y'all. I don't know why this thing is acting like that. I was in the chat, I was buffering, but it came back. Thank you guys for. All right, let's see. Hey, Miss Cheryl Williams, welcome to live. Miss Rosetta, how are you? Let's see, hey Sally, my day is good. I've been busy. I want to show you guys some things before I continue on with the next phase of my day. Hi, Miss Dyrus. Doing well. Hey, ho. So still going over these last couple of items that I got from a local thrift store. What are you doing? I'm finna talk about all of those shoes and stuff back there. Right now I'm going over some hauls. We went through my tree store haul. I'm showing what I got from a thrift store now. That's not really a haul. I finally found 2 purses at Walmart, so I got those 2. And I was going to show those to you. And then we're going to get into some of all of these shoes and other stuff that I have up here on this table. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Now, these ones are, like I say, it was an additional 50% off. These are iron-on transfers. Create fun and stylish tote bags. Easy iron-on, won't crack or peel or fade. Great for fabric. Works great on fabric surfaces. 13 by 13. These I picked up also, and they were $1.50, and I got them for 75 cents. So y'all know this is going on an ottoman of some fashion. I don't know which of the ottomans. It'll probably go on an ottoman. I seriously doubt I put them on any totes or any other bags. There's a tag up there that says it came from Hobby Lobby for $6. I got this one. We have this black one with the animal print. Let's see, that way. All right. And they just, you can see, you know, what it looks like on the back. That's the actual transfer thingy. I have this one, which is a purse. This one has a couple of items in it. So a different color shoe and a purse. Then we got another red purse. Now these ones, I don't know if you guys have saw these, but they have these iron-on arts at the tree store. These are Crafter Square products. And you can't really see it, but in rhinestones it says blessed in blue rhinestones. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, maybe that'll be a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, that's what that says. And then I got one that says faith. And then there's the blessed. These ones are, I don't know what size they are, but they're appear to be considerably smaller than these other ones are. Let's see if we can, yeah, a little bit smaller. But anyway, I'm showing you those for those of you who may not have opened your Cricuts or don't know how to do stuff with your Cricuts yet. I found those items. So that's what I got from the thrift store, as well as this little darling little wallet situation, card holder. I don't know, but she's cute. So I got her. And that's it from there. Oh, let's get that out of the way. All right. Some of you were here and some of you were not when I showed these little martini glass concepts and the Yardley concept. So I'll show these to you again. DTF. How much are the DTF? They were 75 cents because I got them from a local thrift store. Thank you. Miss Brenda says those are nice. Sally was asking how much were the DTFs. So yeah, when you're out shopping, look for some of that stuff because some places sell stickers and transfers and all that kind of stuff. I didn't expect to find those there, but I was happy that I did. So anything that's going to keep me from ordering off of Temu or waiting around for Temu or whatever you have to do with Temu, I figured we'd go ahead and give it a try. So I got a couple of those, and I don't know if this is going to be. Oh yeah, it's a little bit better. That bowl's hanging on for dear life, ain't it? It's about to fly away. So this is what I did with my martini glasses. These were the ones that I got from Walmart. I just added a little shred in the bottom, and I put one of the without non-alcoholic martinis. That's not a martini. Margarita. Margarita. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, Miss Brenda says cute gifts. Thank you. So yeah, not martini, margarita. So these are without margaritas, non-alcoholic margaritas. I put in this little margarita glass. I also added a Margaritaville set of drink mixes. This is actually the pina colada. These little things, they sell some everywhere, the reusable ice cubes. So I put a couple of those in there. And on the back of this one, there's actually a pair of socks. But for the future ones, we're not putting socks on there. I'm going to do the drink mixes, the margarita thing, and like a whole container, a whole little package of these instead of the socks. So I think those are kind of cute. Instead of just putting it in the bag by itself, I added one of the little 6x6 card stock things to the bottom. And y'all know I always keep me a good round cardboard. These are cake stands also. So I just use this. I put a topper on it, and that's what this is sitting on. So here is my margarita one. Let's put you over there. And then we have my Yardleys. I know y'all, everybody's doing the Yardleys. So I had to show mine too. Hey, Monique. This particular Yardleys, I have the Epsom salt. I have the bath soap. I got a pair of socks. And then I have a foaming hand soap. The foaming hand soap is like lavender bergamot. But the other two pieces are the English lavender. And then I just got a pair of socks. I just put some little random flowers in there and some purple shred. Topped it with a bow. And that's all she wrote. I put it in those little containers I showed you from DG. These little ones here. That's what I put it in. And you get 2 of them for $1. They may even be on sale. I think they're red dot now. So I'm waiting for these to go down in price because I want some more of those. So that's what I did with my Yardleys. And I think that's it. Hi there, Cynthia. Welcome to the live. Hey, Miss Dorothy. Miss Dorothy says she's driving back home. Safe travels, Miss Dorothy. Safe travels. I like those little containers. I do too. I do too. When I first saw them, I knew they were going to be a hit. I just had no idea what all I was going to be able to put in them. And then the Yardley stuff started flowing. I was like, okay, we can probably do that. So Those are gifts that I got. I finally did get the floral purse. They dropped that one low enough for me to actually buy it. So I got that one from Walmart. And I also got this one from Walmart. The one with the wooden O-ring handle. This is a Jessica Simpson. And how much was it? You can either carry it by the O-ring. You can carry it as a wristlet with just the O-ring attached to one side. Or you can carry it by this long string. And I was looking for a price. I don't see one. But I got that one for $2. So I got this one for $2. And then this one was $3. So I got those. But I left all the rest of those things there. And I'm pretty sure you guys saw all of the colors at the Dollar General. This wasn't part of the haul, but I have it over here. I'm about to ship this off. So let me show you this. What does it say? I like those little containers. Hey, Miss Betty. Hey, all things with a K. Happy Saturday. I got that purse while I was in Kentucky. Oh, nice. Yes, please remember to hit the thumbs up as you come in. Miss Brenda and Miss Betty speaking to people. The Ashley Bell from the Dollar Generals. I think you guys saw these. I did a short with all of them. All of the ones that I found. And I found 6 so far. So here's the blue. Here is the green, which is spearmint eucalyptus. We have another green, which is apple, pear, and clove. And all of these are $1 from Dollar General. They're on the little dollar aisle. This one is the vanilla cashmere. We also have another yellow one, which is sunflower haze. And an orange one, which is citrus grove. And the dark blue one I showed you was rainfall. So that's somebody's order on its way out. Right. So let's see. Our purses are still $11. Yeah, I've been seeing that, Miss Betty. Some of mine are down and some of them aren't. I mean, it's just kind of a hit or miss. So I'm waiting patiently also. That pretty pink one, I think Rachel had. I've seen those. I keep seeing those and the one with the little drawstrings on the side. But they haven't went down past like $8 and $11. I think $9. I think that's what it was. So I've been holding out as well. Hopefully they'll drop for us. We'll be able to catch them pretty soon. Nice hand sanitizers. Yes, I love those little hand sanitizers. Dorothy says, getting those hand sanitizers this morning with my 5 off of 25. Yes, ma'am, Miss Dorothy. I have been racking up all week with those 5 off of 25s. My husband sent me in for a couple of things, so I picked up a couple of extra items on his tab. But yeah, you can use that 5 off of 25. It's been going on all week. So if you still have it, definitely go ahead and use it today. Also, there may be some paper ones up at the front register. So ask the people about them if you can't, get any. Monique says she's stocking her dollar aisles. Yeah, for those, they're cute. Those, the Yardley products that I use, those are on the dollar aisle. And the foaming hand soap, I think everything in here is on the dollar aisle. The containers were 2 for $1, so that was $1 also. Let's see. Still Classy says, I think we are all making these Yardley gifts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Miss Dyrus finally found those hand sanitizers. Cool. Has anybody actually used those hand sanitizers yet? I'm tempted to open one of them because I want to I mean, I know it's just hand sanitizer, but I don't know if it smells the part, you know. I saw, I think somebody, one of the content creators, I think, had picked, was saying one of them didn't have a smell or did have a smell and that kind of thing. So I don't know. But it's 6 of them over here, and I ain't finna open all of them to see. So we're gonna let that be. So as we open them, I guess we'll figure out the smells of them. Miss Betty says, can't wait to see what you got for tonight. Right? Yes, we are all waiting on Miss Still Classes Live for later on. Hey, Crafty Leo. They got the Barbie and the race car toothpaste for $1. Yes. What else do they have? They have the LOL dinosaurs and some other character. They have Band-Aids in the dollar section with those characters on there. They even have the little mouthwash, the rinse cups for you when you brush your teeth, you're gargling and stuff for the kids. They have those in different characters. I've seen Princess, I've seen Mickey Mouse, I think I've seen a couple of them. In addition to that, they have canisters of tissues that are about this tall that are character themed also. I've seen Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, I think Winnie the Pooh, and a couple other ones. So yeah, there's a lot of good finds on those dollar aisles. Those native dupes, the ones with like the peach ring and the lime, and I think strawberry was one that they came out recently in the white containers that they're selling at the tree store. They have a lot of those also at Dollar General. They have the coconut scent in that body wash. They also have coconut like Yardley washcloths, coconut soaps, coconut fizzers, coconut roll-on deodorants and perfumes. So they have quite a few things over there. Of course, it's not as full or stacked or packed as like your tree store, but for it to be a section within a Dollar General, I'm happy to go in there and look around and see what all they got. So yeah, definitely check those areas. And now Miss Dorothy saying they got the Barbie race car and the Barbie and the race car toothbrushes in there too. All things in the case of quality control. Yeah, when I find some, I'll use a few. Yeah. Hey, Miss Margaret. She says, I used the first set of the hand sanitizers they had. They were good. Okay, thank you, Miss Dorothy. Miss Still Classy says Yardley is one of them that we're going to be seeing tonight, Miss Betty. She called that one out. Also the wipes, Yardley and the coconut scents. Yep. Crafty says, too cute. I picked up some Yardley deodorant and lotion this morning. I wonder how well that deodorant works. We don't want to be around here smelling like Cheetos, Doritos, and Fritos, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got some of it too. I got a couple of, I think I have like 6 of these done. I do have the deodorant in one. I have body wash in one. Stuff like that. So it's not all of the same items. But I do have quite a few of the Epsom salts. But yeah, we definitely don't. So I'm gonna let them test it out. Hopefully it is what it is. Everything is everything. But I have no control over what those products do with your own personal bodies. I don't know if we need to put a little disclaimer on there or what, but we're not having them kind of problems. Definitely not. And for those of you who just came in, let me show y'all my little margarita thing again before we move on. So this is my margarita concept. These came, you remember, on the challenge. I sent Pooh some of these margarita glasses. Well, this is what I did with a few of mine. I think I have 6 of these going, or actually 8. This one, yeah. So there's 8 of these, and then I got a couple more that I'm going to use inside different concepts. So it's super simple. It's literally the margarita glass. I put some of those without drink mixes in there. Let's see if we can get it out of the light. Yeah. And then I just added the Margaritaville drink mixes and some reusable ice cubes. And they get the glass. And that's it. Oh, and this one has socks in it, but the rest of them don't have socks. I switched that out. I mixed that part of the idea. But this is that one. I used one of these little pull bows and added some little yellow mesh on the back just to kind of give it a little something, something. But that's that one. Miss Betty says that's cute. Thank you. Yeah, you finally are getting to to use those together, right? Yeah, finally. Hey, Bonnie. How are you? Thank you. That's cute. So yeah, that's what I did with mine. So if you have those, but they also sell these at the tree store and other places too. They even have some of these glasses in some of the Dollar General like line right now. So if you catch them when they go down to 90%, or if they go down to when they penny out, you could do something like this as well. All of these drink mixes, when we just had our recent clearance sale or something like that, I got all these drink mixes. So I think I got, some of them for like a quarter, different prices like that. So I got the without in there. And like I said, this one has socks. These things are also part of that little summer line. So if you want to recreate something like this, you definitely can, because they have all of the products everywhere. You can find these little glasses super inexpensive. So there's my little take on it. All right, so we're coming to the help part. Actually, I don't know which one I should, which help session I need first. I will show you. Oh. Let's show you these before I put them on. I should have known I was going to get something over there in that corner. These little two-piece razor kits. Japanese. I don't know how it's pronounced. But you got the long one there with the little handle. And then you got another pack that has two smaller ones in it. And these I got from the tree store. Also, they were $1.25. Miss Dorothy says Walmart has some better homes and garden glasses on clearance, blue and green. Yes, they do. And if they are not on clearance in your area yet, they should be clearancing out soon. All that summer stuff, that's a part of the summer line. That stuff should be clearancing out along with the summer toys, the water toys, the school supplies. All of those things at your Walmart should be clearancing out so that they can bring in Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's already on the floors. If you go into your stores, they may have some gray tubs just sitting off on some shelves. All of that's like either Thanksgiving or Christmas that they're waiting to shelve. So they're trying to get through Halloween. So if you still see pools and floats and all of those water toys, the little bubble machines and stuff, just know that they should be dropping in your area soon, as most stores are now on their way to Halloween and Thanksgiving. Hey, Miss Terry, welcome to the live. And I also got this onyx thing. Tasha showed these on her live. This is a stone sugar foot file. This is also an onyx product. So we got that one. But those two I left over there on the side. So if you were in my live yesterday, we went to World Market. I told you guys that I was not going to leave that video up because we ended up finding some awesome stuff, and I wanted to go back to the store I found it at and see if I can get a couple of items. So I didn't want to keep that public because I didn't want my local folk to go out there and beat me to the punch. But I will show you what I was doing with that concept. Miss Dyrus says, Crafty says she has those too. Yeah. I found the Bluey bubble machine yesterday at Walmart. They were $5.50. Yes, Miss Dyrus, I saw them yesterday. They were also $5.50 at one of my stores. It still had the $8.50 tag on it, but they had went down to $5.50. I'm seeing them in stores for $2. And I got a gang of them the other day for $1 each. So they are dropping. And as a matter of fact, let's see if I can turn you guys over there. Y'all see that Bluey thing right there? That's the bubble wand. Those are some little Bluey slides or clogs. And then I got a pair of the Dollar Tree socks in there. Bag not buy. What did I say? I messed it up. We're finally getting ready to use those bags together. Yes. Yep. Thank you, Kay. I got you, girl. I heard you. These things. Let's see. And yes, that is the box that they came out of. Do I care? Absolutely not. They were sitting in them this way. Maybe. Or is that backwards? No, that's the right way. They were sitting in them like that. I ended up getting so many, I just took all the boxes with me. So now I have a gazillion, well, not a gazillion. I probably have like 20 of these little boxes. So we're going to use them and put some concepts in them. But yeah, I just stood up the bubbles at the back. I dropped in a pair of the little slides, and these were just some of the tree store socks. Now this is an all Bluey one. I don't know if I want to do this much Bluey in one because that's going to take the cost up. So I'm probably going to end up tweaking these, and that is why we're here. One of the reasons why we're here. So we're going to be tweaking that, but I have other shoes and stuff up here that I need help with. But we're going to do this one here first. So cute, great placement. Thank you. I always grab those boxes. Yep, you got to, man. You got to, especially have characters and stuff on there. But speaking of the mainstay Better Homes and Garden stuff, I don't know if you guys have saw these trays, but this is a multi-purpose tray. Basically, there's a little picture on there. They have ice down at the bottom, and then up at the top level, they have different veggies and then some little dip. So it's a multi-purpose tray, and I'm thinking of doing these as gifts. So we'll open this up. This is the tray that you can put all your veggies on. It has the little hollow circle here to put your dips in, and then the bottom is just an open bowl that you put your ice in. Fill up this thing with your veggies and stick it down there. So when I saw that, I was kind of like, well, maybe we can do a hostess type gift, or maybe even a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a business thing, but something that I could offer to a business or somebody for Christmas. How much was the Bluey slides? The Bluey slides were, I'm pretty sure those were $1. Hold on, let me see. I can see. I think they were $1, Sally. I got some for $1. I got some for like $2. I got some for $3. But y'all know me, not many. Oh, Bluey slides for $3. Or it could have been $1, and we got them at another time. Great placement. Thank you, all occasions gifts. All right, thanks. You're welcome. So I call myself getting creative. Here, can I move you back? Can I stand you up and tilt you down? Let's see, what can I do? Hold on, y'all. I'm still here. I'm fumbling with this thing. See if I can get you guys higher. Alright. Oh. I hope my phone don't fall off of here. Hold on, y'all. And let's see. How do I tilt you down? That way. Oh, snap. Let's see. Look at that. Boy, you can't tell me crap. I tell you. Let's put that over there. Put that over there. And maybe you guys can see. Hi, I am Seeds. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Welcome to the live. If you hadn't, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. I was talking about a gift that I was putting together. But we appreciate you coming. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Y'all help me so much. Y'all have no idea. Word of caution. The tree store. You cannot exchange or return food items at all, as far as they've told me. So if you're going in there to get food items, get exactly what you need or have another use for it or eat it or whatever the case may be, because they're not going to let you bring that stuff back. But like I was saying, I'm channeling my inner LBE. I had to get my E on and try to figure out what I was going to put in this container. So we went to World Market yesterday, and I looked at some stuff. But I was bringing you guys in to show you what I was talking about when I was telling you that I kind of wanted to do this gift. So let's take this little tray out. And all I have in the bottom of here are these little club crackers. My store has 4 counts of these, in the tree store, that is. 4 count little mini bags like this, and they're $1.25. So I put some of those down there. These are some of the Greta crackers. And I put these in here. But here, let me show y'all what the packaging, the outer packaging looks like. Now, the reason I took these out of here, one, because I was nosy. And I wanted to see what the inside looked like to see if I'd be able to get away with just having them in there. But this is the packaging. It's literally just a little clear cellophane with a tag on it. That's what the club crackers were in. So there are 4 of them in here. Alright. The Gretas, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but these are the crackers. These are these crackers. So they do have some branding on the outside, expiration date on the outside, but it doesn't give you any nutritional information on here. So I don't know if that's going to be something that I'm going to continue doing. I took it out of here because this packet is so thick and it wouldn't fit snugly in the bottom of here with them being in this package because it's got like this little cardboard stuff in there. So I took them out. I wanted to see if they would fit and also if they had all of the stuff on there. I like my individual items to have their own branding and packaging because my insurance company loves that. And 2, because I don't have to worry about anybody getting sick or not knowing what's inside of a product or any of that kind of stuff. Nothing against anybody who does not. I personally don't. So that may be a reason why you guys see me use, things like the candles. I never take the tags all the way off. I just cut the price off. I leave tags on like some of my tumblers and stuff like that. I may just take a straight razor and cut the, or X-Acto knife and cut the, UPC or the barcode off. But I usually leave all of that stuff on there. It tells them like what they can do, if they can wash the cup, if they can go in the microwave or not for bowls, that kind of stuff. So I will leave tags on stuff because I want to keep myself clear of any type of liability for them not knowing how to operate or handle anything. or if they can have something. You know, I need them to know that these have soy in them if they're allergic or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of what I did. I'm heading to a Zoom meeting. I will catch the replay. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate you. Yes, yes, yes. If you guys haven't, please go ahead and give the video or the live a thumbs up. I appreciate you. So that's kind of why I did that. So those were the two items that I put in there. Now I was looking for summer sausages and cheese and all of the things. And even with the stuff in here, you still have to put it in here a certain kind of way for it to actually fit. Now there's no, what do you call it? The little wood stuff. I don't have any of that stuff in here yet. So we'll get there as well. But hey, Sanana, welcome to the live. What is that? Okay. And these are some things that I had laying around. This is some sparkling cider, sparkling juice that expires next month, the end of this month. So that's personal use. This honey, I think I got to go with some tea concepts that I decided to use the honey spoons and stuff for. So I got these, I just put in there. And then the shortbreads, I literally just put in there because they were also a multi-pack. And I'm pretty sure you saw the shortbread packaging before. I don't even know what company this is, but whatever these little shortbreads are, they come like 4 to a pack. So I put those in there. But that was literally because I don't know what else to put in here. But I saw the cheeses, I saw the, I didn't see any little summer sausages, so we may go that route. So I haven't really decided if I'm going to do kind of like a gourmet food, little snack type basket, or if I'm just going to go with like regular snacks. So that's why I was bringing you guys in, because I don't know what to do with this. Now I know it's going to look different once I put the little wood stuff in it. What is it called, y'all? The wood shred. It'll look different once I put that in there. What does this say? Natural gift filler. Let me use the correct terms. So those cookies are good. They are good. These shortbread cookies, they are. I'm not happy about that, but yes, they are good. But this is my remainder bag from World Market. And these were $6.99, and I know I had to have gotten this like 2 years ago, and this is pretty much all I've used out of this bag. I mean, I've used to get a good bit, but we're going to use some of this in these also, and I think that's going to help elevate it. Of course, all of these cookies and stuff, half of the stuff went in here until like 10 minutes before I hit the live button. I started throwing stuff in here. So, we're going to probably do some cookies of some sort. I know I need some nuts, like mixed nuts or some kind of specialty nuts to put in here. I need a sugar, salty, that kind of thing. And I do want to put the cheese and I guess a little summer sauce if I can get a hold to some inexpensively. But Never Says be careful with the wood shred. A customer gave me some and I got a splinter. What? Girl, you see, well, you can see I'm looking at this bag real hard now. Well. Yeah, I can't give them no warning about what to do with the shred, but I will heed your warning and try not to give myself a splinter. I love the natural shreds, though. I absolutely do. But like I say, this stuff isn't going to stay in here. I literally put this in here to kind of give me an idea of what type of things fit. Like this bottle, it fits in the little slots in the container, but it's a little too high, too tall for my lid to actually close. So if I did do a beverage, it's going to have to be something not in this glass bottle. I guess I could do one of those without things or something like that. But that's that. And here's another one. It's just smaller, just so I can kind of get placement. So that's what I'm working on. If you guys have any suggestions, of items that I can put in there inexpensively, that would be awesome. You could even leave them in the chat, or you can add them to the comment section when you go back and watch the replay. I appreciate everybody who's come back in and watched the replay of the lives. The lives usually have not gotten a lot of replays, and I get it. You want to be here and enjoy the fun and all the stuff, but I encourage you to go back and watch the lives, because we be chatting about all kind of stuff. So you may get some helpful information even though you missed the actual thing. But yeah, watch the replays and hashtag team replay down there, so I know you came back from my replays. Never in a million says I'm prone to accidents though. All right, I heard you. Like I say, I'm gonna heed your warning. I've used quite a bit of it, although it doesn't look like it, but I have used quite a bit of that stuff out of there. Alrighty, so let's get to the fun part. I have amassed a pretty good little collection of slippers and shoes and all of the things, as is evident by the collection that's on this table. So I do not like to do my shoes inside of concepts. Like, I don't like to bundle a lot of things that have different sizes on them. I don't like bundling them together. So let's say like your shirt and your slippers and your pajama bottoms. I don't usually do those for street sales unless, I don't usually do those for street sales. But if I do combine stuff together, it's usually for like a custom order where I know the person's actual sizes and I can put those in there. Sometimes I can get away with like doing a size large shirt with large boxers, with large sweatpants, with large shoes. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing. But the reality of it is a lot of people aren't that, I guess, consistent in sizing. So I try not to mix and match my items that have sizing in them. So that kind of means when I have things that have sizes, they usually are standalone concepts, or either concepts, they're the main item of the concept and I kind of build around it. So that's what I ended up, that's where I'm going with these. Instead of trying to add them to other, say, Pokemon concepts, put these little Pokemon shoes in there, because I don't know what age the kid is that's going to get the Pokemon gift. So we don't know if he's actually a size 3 or not. That's like a 6 or 7-year-old, I think. Something like that, maybe. So he may not even be able to fit this. So I don't want to put that in there with a lot of different things that, you know, will cause the people to second guess the gift. So what I am working on is trying to figure out what I'm going to put with these things to sell them by themselves, and also what I'm going to put inside of them. I actually, what did I get? I just pulled some stuff for something. Oh, this one. I have some socks and some bracelets. Let's see. I'm going to that. Let's see. This one here. I'll put you there, and maybe you guys can see a little bit better. I want you to be able to see them over the chat writing. Hey, Sherika. You watch the replay. I appreciate you. You are on time. So these ones, this is a size 4 or 5. Now, all of these I ended up getting from Walmart. I think I got a couple of them from some other stores. But for the most part, most of these have come from Walmart over the last couple of days. So if you see shoes, check the prices at your Walmart, because we found some of these while we were on live. These little Spider-Man ones we found. And they actually light up. But with these gamer ones, I got these gamer little slides, size 4-5. So I could pair them with something as simple as these little socks. These are also from Walmart. It's like a 3-pack. So we got Level Up. This one has the actual game controllers on there. And this one has Game On. And I thought all of these would be fitting for these little socks, these little slides. So I think I'm going to put some of these in with these. And I don't know, I got these slap bracelets from Dollar General. And I'm thinking they're kind of kitty for a guy or a kid that will wear this size. I want to say a size 4-5, maybe like an 8-year-old. And is he going to want a slap bracelet? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he's going to end up getting one. So the other part of the dilemma, we got a little 3-piece situation going on, is what am I going to put this stuff in? I could attempt to put them in something like these, because I do have quite a few of these. Not this style, but like these styles. But I don't know if I want to go using up storage containers over kids who could care less. So I got to figure that part of it out. But like I say, I have these also, but right now they're running 50 cents each. I could get them for cheaper, but that'll be down the road, and I don't want to hold up these gifts. So today when I leave here, I plan on having everything else, whether I have to go back over to my storage units and pull some more stuff to go with the rest of these, but these are getting off the table today. I have another, actually my sofa is completely filled with bags of nothing but these shoes. So I want to run through all of these over the next day or two because I want these off of my table. 27 in with 39 likes. Thank you guys for being here. What y'all out there working on? Because y'all are super quiet in the chat. Super quiet, super quiet. I'm going to start asking y'all trivia questions like Shant do. This one activity that you're doing today, followed by some green hearts. That's too cute to me. I laugh every time she does that. What else do I have? We got these little basketball and one shoes. They're actually from Walmart also. I only left this bag out because it actually kind of went with these shoes. But I don't know if I'm going to use them with those. And if I do, depending on how many bags are in here, if I need a backer of some sort, I could always use this as a backer for my thing. Just slide a piece of cardboard in there, and I can use it either a backer that stands, or I can use it as something under the gifts, just to kind of bring in the theme a little bit more. So that's why I left that out. Do you have any clear drawstring bags? I do not, but I have them in my cart, and I am really tempted to purchase them because I have a lot of this stuff, and it would be probably easier to put them in bags, because here's one, and I literally snatched some stuff out of this bag from Christmas that didn't sell. So that's why it's got this Christmas bow on there. But here are the little plastic bags. Let's see, Sally says, anybody doing anything for grandparents tomorrow? What? Oh my word, I did not know it was grandparents day weekend thing. I was not, Sally, but I will be crafting something today for the grandparents. So thank you for that. All occasions says, I'm back at my storage unit trying to finish putting toys away so I can get started on my toy bundles. Yeah, you putting toys away so that you can start on your toy bundles? Child, I stacked them toys up and separated them by characters and moved them out of the way. I didn't go back through there and like try to make it all nice and neat and pretty and all that. I did not. Because next time I start touching them toys, I want them going into concepts and going on a completed shelf. So yeah, I should. I'm taking some more storage shelves over there today to help get some of the stuff up vertically. But as far as just like organizing that stuff, I wanted to. My mind told me to initially, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Plus, I still don't know if I'm going to stay in my current workshop or if we're going to end up with something bigger in the next like year. So I think I'm going. That was a major decision, a major part of the decision for me not to decorate my workshop and like get it all nice and you know pleasing to the eye. Because I was like, I ain't gonna be in this thing long, so let me just go ahead and spend my time on creating my gifts so I don't be behind. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to get all that stuff organized. So I was not with it, but I applaud you, honey. I love the look of them. I really do. And once I pare down and get rid of some of the stuff that I have, it'll be a lot more pleasing to the eye. But right now, I got too much stuff for it to be all nice and pretty. At least that's how I feel, you know. Monique said she didn't know either, Sally, right? About the grandparents' day. But yeah, I guess I'll be adding that to my list. I found out somebody I know got a promotion, a significant promotion on their job yesterday. So I was thinking to myself that I would make them a little something. But I guess I'll add that to the grandparents' day thingy, and we'll go from there. But back to what Sally was saying, she was asking if I have any of the drawstring bags. I do not have them. They're in my cart. I am thinking that I'll probably be purchasing a couple of different sizes of them because I have quite a few things that I can put in there. The Squishmallows, like LBE showed, and then these shoes I can put in there because these are the smaller shoes. I have shoes that are larger than this. But we got quite a few things that I need to get in baggy. So I'm considering those. Y'all know me, I had to go and look for another place to find them other than Amazon and weigh my options and that kind of stuff. I found some online that have colored string in them. So that may be an option, but I'm loving the all white, the plain white ones. Those are cute too. And I don't know if I want to do the colors because you can start with, like if I end up with 20 orange strings and I only got 10 pairs of orange slides or orange things to put in them, then now I have orange that I'm going to try to cross coordinate the colors to make it work. So the white is definitely an easier thing I think to work with. Yeah, all occasions says yes, I've been toy shopping, but my storage unit was supposed to be 10 by 20, but it's an 8 by 10. So I have to make a decision. I need more space. I'll probably do a video soon. Yeah, do a video. I'd love to see it. But that is a significant difference in size. Significant. I went from a 7 by 10 to a, was it a 10 by 20 or is it a 15 by 20? It may be a 10 by 20. And I also have a 10 by 15. And just those 5 or 50 square feet make a huge difference in how you're able to house stuff. But clear bags. These ones I think I got from Temu. I just slid a pair of these Mickey Mouse shoes in here. The only thing that I put on the back was this little Mickey ear squish thing. Excuse me. Hold on one second, y'all. But the only thing I put in this one was a pair of shoes and this little squishy ball thing for this kid to play with. So I'm kind of feeling like I need to put some more stuff in here. I don't think it's enough stuff. And like I say, it's only like 2 pieces for most of this stuff up here. So I need to come up with some more items to put in with the rest of them. So I was showing you this one in this particular bag. It keeps ending up out of focus. So this is cute. It works, and it works for the shoes up to size. Well, these are 11, 12, and they're going to be sticking out of there. Probably an 11, 12. It's the biggest size I think I can fit in here. I tried them in these little flex containers. I don't know if you can see that. So it's just a container, and then I got this little mess-free kit back there, but just to kind of get placement. But that's why I was saying, I don't think I want these in containers. I want them to stand up, though. That's kind of my thing. I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but I want them to stand up. Here is another one. This is the Paw Patrol little shoes. And I put them in one of the Hobby Lobby bowls. It has that mess-free coloring kit in there, and then this little squishy wiggly ball thing. But again, I'm not a fan of the bowl. I like them sitting up, standing up, but I'm not necessarily a fan of the bowl. But I have lots of bowls, so it's kind of where the dilemma lies. For the Pokemons, I know I have Pokemon books. So if I split them down in a cello bag, I could do something as simple as the Pokemon coloring book with the shoes. I have crayons that can go with. I don't know if we'll do that. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I did, Minnie Mouse. And literally I just put it in any kind of container to see what I can use. So this one has the velvet stickers on one side, and then on the other side I just put a pair of these little shoes. But even like these velvet stickers are ages 3 and up, and I don't know if a kid that wears this size shoe is able to play with that. Let's see. Monique says that's cute. Sherika says, thank you, Monique. Sherika says, speaking of bowls, are you and Never in a Million doing cereal concepts again? I am not. I am not doing cereal concepts. I sold some of my cereal concepts. Other ones I did not. And the expiration date on them was like September or October or something like that. So the ones that I did not sell, I ended up taking out of those concepts and dropped off half of it at the blessing boxes, and the other half I donated to a school. Not a school. It's like an after-school program for the kids and stuff. So I don't think I'll be doing those particular cereal bowls. Now, if I do them again, it would probably be, I guess, with different types of cereal. I see they now have like the Bluey cereals. They have the dinosaur cereals, you know, those kinds of things. So if I run across something like that, I may get them and actually put them in concepts and not make them be the focus of the concepts, kind of like I did before. But we'll see. You never know. There's no telling what I may do. So, so I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of money on the cereals. I think I got them, I know I got them super cheap to have gotten as many, you know, as I did. But even at that, it all wasn't lost. I did sell some, and like I say, I got rid of the rest of them. So it was perfectly fine. I guess I wanted them to go over a little bit better. And that was my first time doing them. And as you guys know, I've been having issues with my locations this year. So all of the things that I tried to sell this year, if it didn't go over well, it was so many other factors that are playing a part. So I can't really put my finger on if it was the concept itself, if it was not what the customers wanted. I don't know if it was the price point. I don't know much about it because I only did it once. And like I say, I had other things that clouded my analysis of why they may not have sold. So I could try it again. I probably will if I see something. But like I said, I don't think I'll make it the main focus of it. She says, okay. Dorothy says, do you have kid socks? Do I, Miss Dorothy? I do, but not for all of these. Like this Bluey one, I have the kid socks for the Bluey concept. I have socks for some of the stuff, but not all of it. I could, I guess, get character socks. I can, oh here's socks. I have socks for Spidey. I would want them to be character socks, but then again, I don't know that I want to go and spend character sock money for all of this different stuff. I could do some plain socks according to their sizes. But then my daughter brought up an interesting fact. She's like, all of these are like summer shoes, so they're not going to wear them all year long. But then I had to point out the fact that she is also wearing a pair of shoes very similar to this. I'm wearing these shoes. Both of the grandkids that were here today were wearing these same type of shoes. Yes, it is September, but I know for a fact my family is still, like, it only gets cold here for January and, well, part of December and January. That's it. By Valentine's Day, it's 70 degrees outside, and I am not able to sell chocolate. Christmas time, I have not been able to sell chocolate on the street because it's that hot. So here in Florida, we wear sandals and slides all the time. So I don't care nothing about that. But she thought initially that it was an issue, but then she was like, yeah, that is true. But I do have little socks that I can add with these because all of these Spider-Man ones are smaller sizes. So I do have the socks that go with the sizes 2 3s and then 4 5s to go with all of these. So socks can definitely go with the little ones because I have those on hand. And then I can also get socks to go with this other stuff. It's not, like I say, it's not a problem. I can pick up a pack of socks and divide them amongst these gifts. So that's an idea. Also, Never in a Million says, I usually do those around Valentine's Day. I think it's good for a holiday where a little gift is needed. Yes, definitely. I did do some for Easter too, the Bluey ones. Okay, cool. What about them for Easter? Cereal gifts are what I was talking about. Yeah. She said, Never in a Million says she's done, she did do some for Easter, and she usually does them for holidays where a little gift is needed. And that's, yeah, I can see that. I mean, I can see how I would need to tweak my gift to be more in line with a smaller concept, a little something extra, or either add it to a popular main character type of a gift. I think is what I'm understanding. Sherika says, okay. Hey, Crystal's Unique. Welcome to the live. So, yeah, the cereals. Well, like I said, I'll probably revisit it. I just don't, I know I'm not out looking. Heck, I wasn't looking for that cereal. I came across it and figured I'd do something with it, especially after Never in a Million's video. So, I was like, we're going to rock with it. But yeah, they did, some of them did sell, not all of them, but y'all know I did quite a few of them, like a lot of them. I did over, I think I did 10 of those things. And I want to say I came back with 4 or 5. I did more than that. I think I may have came back with 10, but I did more than that because I had like 2 cases of those cereals. So yeah. Hey Elle, how are you? Welcome to the live. So yeah, so we got a couple of, like I said, little sock situations going on, shoes and socks and things like that. So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out I want to do with these items. Like I got multiple different Bluey shoes, like a lot of different Bluey shoes. And my granddaughter helped me add some things to Bluey, except for the fact that these are teeny antsy items. So she picked out some stickers, Bluey stickers. Oh, can y'all even see that? No, y'all can't. So she got some Bluey stickers. She pulled Bluey chapsticks. And these little hair thingies. She pulled these to go with the Bluey slides. So she was helping her Gigi. And I love her for it. So that's my granddaughter picked out. So I don't know how we're going to make that work. But I have so many of these little Bluey slides, it don't really matter. Pretty much anytime I see this Bluey stuff, I won't say anytime. I bought a lot of Bluey stuff. But I have a lot of Bluey stuff. Like, I still have a ton of Bluey stuff. So, I am still actively picking it up, but that's because I have a lot of it, and a lot, you know, when I kind of pair my gifts together, sometimes they'll get multiple of something and sometimes not. Never says, I put a lot of slippers directly in a cello bag, like you were talking about earlier. Yeah, that's where I'm heading with this. The other thing I was thinking that I could possibly do is the bags that stand on their own, but I don't know if I want to invest that kind of money in those types of bags. The gusset bags or gusset bags or whatever that kind of stand when they're open. I don't think I want to pay that kind of money for that. But those are options as well. So we got these little Blueys. Like I say, I have a lot of Bluey. A lot of Bluey. So it's taking everything in me not to just put all of my Bluey stuff together because it all says Bluey. But in making sure I keep my price points where they need to be, I'm kind of trying to stay mindful of that. I think y'all saw most of the variations of Bluey. And like I say, I don't really care that it's cold. Because like I say, we stay in Florida and it's hot. It's hot enough for them to walk around with Crocs on during, hold on one second, y'all. They win about 50 points. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so I would, heck, if that's the case, they shouldn't even be at the game. They should have stayed there behind home, and there shouldn't even be no traffic out there. All right. Oh my goodness, Dell Indra. I'm gonna do what I need to do so I can bring my behind back to the house. It's gonna be crazy out there. But thanks for the heads up, babe. Okay, I'll call them later. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm back. There you go. Dang, I forgot I was on live. Hi, Creative Desk Solutions. Let's see. Oh, I missed some stuff. Never says, I know some designers wrap a piece of cardboard and wrapping paper, then lay items on top and shrink them. That's the base. That's the base. Hey, Creative Desk Solutions. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining. They're winning by 63. Hush, Crafty Leo. Hey, Maria. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Y'all know I be trying to be in my house. I don't want to go outside. But it's my own fault. Because instead of playing with these shoes all morning, I should have got my behind up and went on and did what I said I was going to do. And then I wouldn't have had to worry about who out there. Who is out there and what kind of scores they got. Man. I'm going to put my flags on my car. I didn't do nothing. I'm looking for a board. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see, what can we put in here? Y'all, is Naruto a part of Dragon Ball Z? Does anybody know? I have Naruto socks. These socks. But I don't think he's Dragon Ball Z. That's not my team, though. I know. Yes, they are about to party tonight. I get so sick of them. Oh, my husband told me yesterday. He was like, "You really gonna have to do something about that." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Them people not going nowhere. Like they have a right to be here just like you are." So you get yourself so worked up every time they be here. I do, because they be on my nerves. Let's make start back on my blue vervain. Manage my stressors. Maria says, "Hey, your husband loves anime and Naruto. So is he actually Dragon Ball Z? I think these are two different people. Because Dragon Ball Z, he's the one with the hair, and this guy doesn't have hair. I mean, he does, but it's not the big Super Saiyan hair. So I think this is not him. But anyway, I got some Dragon Ball Z shoes. Two different people. Thank you, because I was sure going to look it up. But we got Dragon Ball Z slides. These are size 13. We were talking about them being super big. But as you can see, this is, and this is one of those bags from the tree store. And that's literally a piece of paper. So if I put a piece of cardboard down there, then it'll probably hold it in there a little bit more sturdy and won't buckle when I pick it up. But that's why it's kind of buckling, because it's literally a paper. But these size 13s literally fill up and stick out the top of this gift just a little bit. This bag just a little bit. So I was kind of looking at that. And then I was also looking, like I say, at the drawstring bags, because I have a lot. Like I got a lot of slippers for girls and women. So I'm trying to figure those out. But that is what I needed assistance with. I have a wide array of shoes that I plan to run as concepts by themselves. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go the bag method, because I don't want to incur the cost of having to pack containers for all of this. Even if I use something as simple as a box and wrapped it, that's going to be a lot of time invested also in wrapping all of those little baby boxes and then stuffing them and making them stand up and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about now. I think I'm just going to move on with putting them in bags. See if I can't find some bags that I like. Whether it's the gusset ones or the regular little cello ones. We're going to have to find somebody to put these things in. So that is what I needed. Assistance on this, and also some food items I can put in my to-go charcuterie board. Charcuterie board. That is definitely not what this is. But I guess I could do that option also. I mean, because you can put whatever you want to put in these little things. So like if you want to put like chocolates, nothing but chocolates and stuff, you can put that in there. You can put whatever in these little containers. So, random bags of chips. I mean, like whatever. But I was trying to do something that somebody either may want to give. Like I know companies do some type of gifts with food in them sometimes, and snack baskets and stuff usually go over pretty well for the holiday seasons. I don't have a lot of experience with the holidays, with the Christmas holiday, so I'm kind of trying to pull some ideas and make these little things as, hey, I've been invited over to so-and-so's house, so here, let me take this with me over to their house. And then the hostess can look in and be like, oh, here, we can graze on this while, we're waiting for everything to get ready. I don't know. But that's kind of where I was going with these. So if you guys have any ideas that you'd like to share, I would greatly appreciate you leave them in the comments of this video, or spit them out now on the live, and we'll go from there. Miss Terry says, Marie, I have one pair of Reese's slides for a child because the shelf was cleared. Yes, I did too. Yep, same thing happened to me. Did you get any, or anyone else in the chat? It was after the holidays. I got these the other day. I was in Walmart with the husband, and they had a roll container up there at the front with these and these Blueys. Not Blueys, SpongeBob's, and who else was up there? Oh, Minecraft. And they had Minecraft up there. And by the time I saw it, because we didn't come that way, like I didn't walk by it, but by the time I saw the thing and made my way over there, people were literally pulling them off of the roll container and throwing them in their cart. So by the time I got there, I had this Hershey's and SpongeBob, and that was it. And the Minecraft. The rest of them were gone. They snatched them all up. So I only got the one. So I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with it. The only thing I really have Hershey's are a gazillion of these flavored lip balms. I have so many of these things. I know y'all saw me get them last year for a little or nothing. I have a lot of them. So yeah, I did get that one pair. I got that pair. And I guess I'll look at another store, a couple of other stores, and see if we can find some more. Because I also ended up finding Hello Kitty shoes. These were $1. And then what's crazy is I went to another store and we found these for $3, I think. So I may be able to go get some more. They had Hello Kitty, Stitch, that skeleton guy, Jack Skeleton or somebody. They had him. Several other different people. But like I said, that was the video I took now because I'm going to go over there and get some more stuff before everybody sees the video. We got some Minecrafts, which you all saw me have those Minecrafts before. I got Super Mario's. So when I say I have a lot of shoes, you guys, I have a lot of shoes. I don't know what my fascination with the shoes and the slippers and the slides are, But it's not just kids. I have adult ones also. So here's the Mario and Luigi's. And I could literally go in there and bring out an entire trash bag full of women's slippers and slides. Let's see what you guys are saying. Reese's score. Hello, kitty shoes are rocking. Yes, 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 yes. There are more. And I want to say that they're $3 or so. That's it, y'all. I think that's it, and that's all. This thing is so delayed. Oh, no, my phone's just late. Okay. We're seeing these in the stores as well. Back to the haul. And these are the Care Bear sleep pants. We got Super Mario sleep pants. We got Hello Kitty sleep pants. The shortcake, the Wednesday, the what is it? Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I'm trying to think of what other ones. Bluey, the Bluey ones. All of those ones are also on clearance. Here's some of the peanut shorts, sleep shorts. And that is it. That is something that I'll be working on next as well. I have a number of sleep shorts and stuff from previous years. So we're going to be working those. That's just my little tag I cut off with my sizing on there so I can remember. But this one's coffee and latte and mocha and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to be working those in. So, yeah, I got a lot. They are nice. You like them, Miss Terry? Do you? So you guys, that's all I had to show you. I am about to wrap up 2 more orders to take to the post office. And then that's going to be it for me. Anybody have anything they can think of that we could put in there in the, what you call it thing? I guess I need to come up with a name for it. The charcuterie thing. If not, then that'll be it. Let's see. Shoes are nice. Hey, Nicole. She says, hey, everyone. Creative Desk says, I hope you are able to get more of the shoes. I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, I saw some more. I scoped them out. I didn't pull the trigger when I saw them. But I will definitely go by there today. And then that way I can release that World Market video so that you guys can see the World Market of it all. But after I left World Market, we went down to Burlington and then into another store, and I found some more shoes. So I will keep that in mind, Miss Creative Desk Solutions. This is a Walmart haul. Yes, ma'am. Nice video and enjoy your videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yes, ma'am. This is Walmart for the most part, Nicole. Um, all of these little, I'm trying to see what's in the camera, but all of these little shoes, for the most part, I ended up getting from Walmart over this last couple of days. Some of the Blueys I've been collecting for a while, but the rest of the stuff I've gotten over the last couple of days. So the purpose of the live was to ask you guys um, presentation methods, how I can present them. Um, this one seems to be one of the easier, quicker ones that I'm able to do. So I may end up getting some more of these bags, especially for the smaller ones. I'm loving E's idea, the concepts of LBE. I call her E. But I loved her drawstring effects for those. So I think I may get some of the drawstring ones because I have some bags that are a little bit larger. And I also have a good amount of plushies that I would like to sell by themselves simply because of how big they are. So I may get some of that kind of stuff. But for the most part, majority of the stuff up here was Walmart. I did show some items that I got from the tree store and some items that I got from a local thrift. But that's about it. I showed some concepts. You missed my concepts, Nicole. Bluey is expensive, but you scored. Yeah. Yeah, I usually pick them up. Like I said, I got a lot of it, so I have to pick it up because I never know which of these pieces can actually fit with other stuff. So, like, I got the lip chaps over there. Well, that's not a big deal, but when I'm doing some other little small things, I can just add the little lip chap and the stickers, and now that could very well be a 3-piece situation. So that's kind of how I'm rocking with Bluey. I know he's a good seller currently, so I'm trying to keep him in rotation. Like I say, I got so much other of that Bluey, I needed to have something to balance off some of my higher price items. Hey everyone. Hi Nina. Oh no, I missed the concept. Say it ain't so for real. Yeah, Nicole, I was actually working. I'm just playing. I didn't do a thing on live. I did not. I was just cutting up. What I did do is show these couple little concepts, which you probably already saw. But I will gladly bring them back up for you. This is my little margarita glass concept. I added the without margarita ready to drink pouch back there. And then I put some Margaritaville brand drink mixes. This is pina colada. And then they have some of the reusable ice cubes. Put it in my margarita glass. Put it on a little base so that it'll stand up a little better. This one has some socks in the back, but the rest of them do not have socks in the back. I used a little pull bow and added me some yellow mesh to kind of bring it out a little bit. And that's what I did. So I got these in the green, and I also have some in the blue. I like the doggy pillow. Did they have a cat pillow? I'm not sure, Miss Terry. I am not sure. I don't know if I saw a cat pillow. Devon says, oh, I love the margarita concepts. I want LLC. Have fun. I got some more out there. They look a little bit different because, like I said, this is the prototype. So this is kind of where it started. And we done tweaked a couple of things since then. Like I say, we nixed the socks. Just took them out all together and we added some extra items. So, but this was my prototype on that one. And then the only other, well, I showed this Yardley gift. Let's see, is it in the camera? Maybe there. And this one has the Epsom salt, the bar soap, a foaming hand soap, And then it has a pair of socks. And then some little floral picks. Some green multicolor shred. And then that little, green, purple multicolor shred. And then that little purple base. These came from the Dollar General. Actually, everything in here came from Dollar General. Yeah, it did, actually. Besides the bow. So there's that one. So those were the two that I showed that were quote unquote complete. And I was asking for help on ideas for how I'm going to present my shoe collection. I'm loving the little baggies. I think we're going to go that route. Probably do some of the drawstrings as well. I don't think I'm going to use containers because I don't want to incur additional cost. I tried them in some of the little bowls, but I don't know that I like them in the little bowls. So I have quite a bit of these little rectangular containers also that I could kind of try to do something with. But I don't know if I want to use these types of things or not. So I kind of think we're going to go in the direction of the bags. Easy enough to transport, and they also take up less space. Whenever you start making these things with these round containers and all of that, it's hard to get them into boxes because of how they're shaped. But this thing, I can get into a box. It's squared off. It's relatively slim. So these are a lot better for storage, carrying around, all of that kind of stuff. Way better than something like this that gets bigger on the sides. It goes up. It has this odd shape to it, kind of like an egg. Well, that's going to be easier than this is. So all this one has on it is some little slippers on the back. And then one of these velvet sticker sheets. And I just threw it in any type of a round container, just trying to figure out which one I wanted to use. So that was some of what I showed before. Yes, the babies are a great idea. Yes, they are. Sally, hey, Triple M Gifts. Sally says, keep in mind the 5 eye products at Dollar Tree will be going up to $7. Keep in mind the $5 products at Dollar Tree will be going up to $7. Ooh, very interesting. Yes, baggy, simplest thing. I love it. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to have to go with it. Plus, I can use the bags also for the Squishmallows like he did, like Elaine did. So, I think that will help, especially considering I get like 100 of them. I figure between the Squishmallows and the, what else, shoes and stuff, I can probably run through a good number of those bags. So, I'm thinking that may be my simplest option, least expensive option, and better for transport and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's kind of where we're going with it. And then this was a multi-purpose tray. Trying to get the ring light out of it. I know it's sideways. But I got these from the Walmart also. They had ice down at the bottom, and then they had the veggies up at the top. Well, I wanted to kind of use mine as maybe a gift for a business or something like that, or a gift that a business can give out. So I just added some items. These are club crackers and Greta crackers down here at the bottom. And then I went through and added some little tchotchkes in to see, placement wise, what I could get away with putting into this container. So this is just a little apple sparkling juice or something. I got some cookies in here. I put just honey in here because I wanted to test my size. Yesterday we went to World Market and I was looking at some cheeses and some other gourmet items that we may be adding to these. Get some little bags with some nuts in it, mixed nuts or something, and some other stuff. But that was where that's going. Of course, this one will end up with a natural filler, the natural shred. I'm trying to flip this over. That's kind of what it's looking like on the sides, along the bottom. So you'll actually be able to see through it. So that's why I'm going to put that shred in there. Divine says, OMG, say it ain't so. Is my word today. Do you have a vendor event before the Christmas season? I do not. As of yet, I will be having one. I will be selling a lot of things at a vendor event before Christmas. I am speaking it into existence. I have not come across one yet. But I am actively looking. So that's what we are preparing for in my mind. If not the vendor events, then I'm going to make some vendor events in my city and do some things myself, if nothing else, but get some stuff together and go out some places and sell some things. And I figure if I do that, even the cash and carry, because I lost my spot. I don't have my location anymore. So in order for me to, I kind of feel I need to test the waters and go and let people know that I'm in, different places, or I can be here, and kind of see how traffic comes by and that kind of thing. If I'm able to do something like that and get a good turnout and people start, liking me being there and coming out and supporting, then I'll go back there for the holidays, or at least one of my locations for the holidays. So that's why I don't mind going ahead and get started with some of these other gifts, the cash and carries, the vendor type of events, gifts, because I'm going to need to test the waters. I'm going to need to have something to go out there and do it with. So that's kind of where my mind's going on that. Nelvin says, Dollar Tree, it wouldn't be so bad if they would change the name. Right, that's why I call it Behind the Tree Store. I ain't studying them. Doggone tree store. I was calling them, the 125 and up tree. But now they just the tree store, because that's ridiculous. They do have good products. Some of the stuff is worth it, some of it is not. Like that Karanique, them $25 worth of hair products I just found over there. Those are definitely worth the $1.25. But a lot of this other stuff that we trying to sell us, I ain't stunned the tree store. I'm not stunned them. Don't make no doggone sense. But yes, Divine, that is my plan. I'm preparing for an event that I have not been invited to or paid a fee to be at, but it will happen because we finna get off some of these gifts. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. Okay, right. So that's it, y'all. I've been here for a long time, and before I get the packaging up the rest of these items to put in the mail, wait a minute, is that inside there? No. So I'll let you guys go. I'll come back and check my comments a little bit later and see what all y'all have left me. As far as ideas of things to put in here, in these couple of gifts, and we'll go from there. Devon says, I know I definitely have not been in DT since they raised the prices. Yeah, I've been in there. I ain't gonna lie. I happily take my stuff in there. Now, what I buy are two different things, because I ain't buying a lot of stuff about that. Very sparingly, like very, very sparingly am I buying products out of there. Like, I did buy these Ellie bags. I know some of you remember them, the black and white two-piece ones. I got some of those. I just found some more the other day. And then I also found these two-piece Love Ellie bags. These are mesh bags. So yes, I did pay $1.25 for these. But some of the products is worth it, some of it is not. And it all depends on the person, because I could say it's not worth it to me, but somebody else it may be worth it because everything's conveniently right there in one location, or whatever. Like it's the closest thing to them or something like that, or they don't have other stores. So, just for me, I'm still in there, but I'm just not picking up as much stuff as I used to. And I used to think about it as that what 4 items equals $5. And now 2 items is doggone $3. And I'm like, nah, man, ain't nobody doing that. But I got these for hair growth. I got these out of there also, and these are $25 products as far as my social medias are telling me. So some of the stuff is worth it. So I'm still going in there because they have all kind of goodies. But I don't buy as easily as I did before. Yeah. Right. I'm on a strike too. I need to be. I gotta cut myself off for a couple of days. I need to not spend probably $100 so I can go ahead and put the push the buy button on my bags on Amazon. So I need to at least not spend $100 in the next like 2 days. So when my bags get here, I won't feel like I've overspent. Terry says I cannot find the two-piece makeup bags. Really? Well, these two-piece ones, these with the cheetah prints on there, whatever, they were out before, but they're back. Well, they were back at my store, and I don't know if that's because they're short-staffed and they're just starting to reshelf stuff, or if they sent out another line. I don't know, but these were this past week I purchased these. Devon says I used to spend $60 to $80 at a time. Oh, good job. But sometimes just isn't worth the hype, right? But some things just aren't worth the hype. They are not. Those makeup bags are from DT. Yes, ma'am. All of these bags, all of these products that I just showed you. So these makeup bags, these Ellie ones, these were from the Tree Store, Dollar Tree. These Ellie bags were from the Dollar Tree. And there's also a purple and a green in there. Here's the purple and green ones. So yes, those were Dollar Tree. And then these $25 Karanique products were also $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. I think they are still Classy showed them weeks ago, but I can't find them. Yes. Hi, Shy. Thanks for joining. 125, Nicole. 125. I can't do it. I can't do it. I had a toy the other day that I wanted to buy, and I put that thing right back because it was $1.75. I was like, I don't want it. But y'all know. I quickly talked myself out of buying a toy for my grandkid because it was an additional 50 cents than it was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, some stuff is worth it, other stuff is not. I was like, yeah, his butt don't need that toy. He don't even need that. So that 50 cent did talk them out of a sale. Just like if I go in Walmart and have to wait too long to be rung up, I'll leave all that mess right there and leave right up out of that stove. Give y'all my money and stay in here and wait for hours for y'all to ring me up. I kind of doubt it. Yep, now that's worth it. I know, right? They go nice with the black. Oh. They go nice with the black cheetah makeup brushes. Yes, 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 yes. I don't think I've seen. Oh, yeah. I think I did. I may not have seen the cheetah makeup brushes. I may not have. But that sounds like that'll work. I got some other cheetah print stuff that I can definitely put that stuff with, so I ain't worrying about it. Never says if I see something with that sticker, I roll my eyes and put it down. Right. Because either that red dot sticker means it has either already increased in price or it will be increasing in price. So yeah. We, the basket community, is going to force them to have a clearance section for real because we ain't buying it this shopping. They have items on clearance. That stuff ain't selling the way they want it to sell. Just like them sunscreens. They got those sunscreens, some $5 sunscreens. They were $5. Now they're down to $1.50. They also had what was it? Those collapsible containers and the grommet totes that were there. They were in the $5 section also, and now they're $1.25 if you can find them. So a lot of this stuff is not selling the way they thought it would. So those plus items definitely go on clearance. Definitely go on clearance. I'm attempting to get this huge pillow into this little bitty thing. That's why I'm finna shrink wrap this. Because it's cheaper for me to ship this than it is for me to ship a 10, what is this, 20 by something bag, whatever size bag this is. You ain't joking? No, I mean, this child, I don't know. I don't know, but they do have items in there that are on clearance. I remember when we were running to get those upscale makeup brushes with different colors. Black and cheetah. Yes, ma'am, Terry, I do. I still have some of those. I'm going to use them with those concepts. The, what is she named? Candy Couture. That line is by one of the housewives, like the housewife of Potomac or somebody like that. Those products, those makeup brush products with the little cosmetic case in the middle, the little cheetah print ones Miss Terry's talking about, those were from one of the housewives. She did a line, and her products are still sold in, what's the name of the store? Walmart. So those same cosmetic brushes, brush 5-piece sets, 6-piece sets, and all that stuff, those things are still sold at Walmart right now for $9.99, $14.95, and all that kind of stuff. They're still sold right there at Walmart. So, just because it comes from the tree store don't mean it's low quality. Y'all already know that. But I just wanted y'all to be aware. I'm not. Maria says, Amanda showed a glow-in-the-dark tumbler that came from the Dollar Tree, along with a black one from the fall collection. Has anyone gotten that besides Amanda? Yes, ma'am. I showed them on a live like a week ago. I got the purple ones and the glow-in-the-dark tumbler. I only got one at the time. Then I went back and got a second one. So I got 2 of the glow-in-the-dark ones. And then I'm picking up all of the purples that I see. Because the purple for Halloween is a lot darker than the purple we got for Mother's Day. So I picked those up. So now I have several variations of purples. That's what I was saying. You can use them with the Cheetah 2 print makeup bags. Yes, ma'am. Yep, Miss Terry, we on the same page because you know that's where they going. Because I don't have a lot of makeup stuff, but I do have quite a few cosmetic bags, cosmetic cases, those zipper makeup bags. I have those ones. I have the hard shell cosmetic cases, and I have some more of the soft ones that are a little bit smaller. So I have quite a few cosmetic cases that I'm going to use as vessels, and then I'm going to put use with those makeup brushes and stuff like that, except for that one, because it's going to be too small to use as a case. Those new Love Ellies, I'll probably just put that on the back somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm back. Hello. That I didn't say hi before. Oh no, you're fine, Maria. Hey. Boss Lady got the glow-in-the-dark ones. Something glow-in-the-dark as well. Yes. Those glow-in-the-dark ones are cute. I like that color green because it goes with something that's green that I got a lot of. So I was trying to figure out if I want to go back and get some more of them. But I think I only have 2 of the green ones at this point. But I got quite a few of the purples. And that hurt my feelings too because I had to pay $1.50 for those things. Dollar Tree also has the woodland characters. No, that's not what the line is called. What did they name it? Oh, they named it Critters. So it's like a hedgehog, squirrel, some other something. I don't know. But they have little tumblers that have little tops as well. but there's an LED light inside, and those flash and light up and blink and stuff. So if you see those woodland tumblers or critter tumblers, those ones light up. The Halloween ones with the tops and the straws, those tumblers light up. And they're the clear ones. They have little designs on the outside. There's a lid and a base that are about the same color. And then there's a straw. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. And they do them for the critters and for the Halloween stuff. But yeah, they have a clearance section over there. They're selling stuff at the Dollar Tree, for less than they were selling it before. So that's on them. They should have thought about that. And they got food and everything. All that food that was back there that was over $3 and over $5. So them people do not want that stuff, and they ended up having to clearance it all out. And so I did a video a couple of months ago when they were clearancing their sale prices on food at Dollar Tree. So I showed you a lot of the food that was in the freezer section that was for sale. They also had containers, totes for us to make baskets in. Those were on sale, down from $3 to $1.25, down from $5 to $1.25. So yeah, we've been showing you guys some of those things. So if you have not seen them, go back and look at some of the videos, because we got some stuff out there for y'all. We do. All right, it's 3 o'clock. I'm finna get off this phone so I can make a move. I will chat at you guys later. Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns for me before we end here today? Anybody want to see anything over again? Any of the things? I'm looking for scissors. I gotta get this off of my table. What are my scissors for? Put a hole in this bag so I can shrink wrap it. Is that Bluey concept in the background? Yes, ma'am, it is. One of a couple up here on this table. This is just one of the bubble wand boxes. The box that the bubble wands came in. These bubble wands. I stood up a pair of these Bluey shoes inside of this box. And then I just stuck a pair of Bluey socks in there. So I wanted to do something kind of sort of like this for the other characters' shoes that I have up here. But this is too heavy on the Bluey for it to be this size. And by that I mean this is a $13 bubble wand. These are $13 shoes. And the socks are $1.25. So we're easily at quite a bit of money for these 3 items. So I personally would break this up and do it a little bit differently so that they still get some stuff, but just not this much of it. So they're going to probably get some shoes, maybe some generic socks, and a couple of little small Bluey things to pull off a Bluey shoe gift. These I'll probably just sell at the vendor events that I get invited to in the near future. Sell those off. Then we're just looking for different ways to utilize the different shoes that I had. Trying to figure out what bags and what vessels I wanted to put them in. So that's what we were doing also. Cute. The kids will love. Thank you. They now have Bluey socks in the tree store. Yes, ma'am, they do. They have Bluey socks. They have all of the good socks. They got even more of them. I was just standing in there the other day picking through those socks looking. Some of the ones that they had before, they have come back either in children's sizes or they've come back in different colorways. Like the Hershey socks were not playful before. Now they're super cute. Cute enough for me to actually want to get some to add into some of these concepts. So I was trying to keep myself away from going to buy character socks for all of this stuff. But, I don't know. I may do that, considering I'm getting a bag to put them in. I may do that. So it's either spend money on the vessel or spend money on something that they can use. I would rather buy them a pair of character socks to go with their little shoes than to give them the character socks in a container that those little kids are not going to care about. So I may foot the cost on that. Get some character socks for some of them. Some of these jokers just gonna have some plain generic color coded socks. Like you might get some light blue socks or some white socks or whatever. And we just gonna do it like that. So, but that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. We got 54 thumbs up. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. That's gonna let me do it. My board. I have a board I'm going to lay on here and keep pressing this air out of this container. By the time I get done with it, it's going to fit securely in this little bag, and we're going to ship it off. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head off. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. I may or may not see you later on. Yeah, but I'll chat at you next time. Hope you all enjoyed the live as much as I did. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye now.